bunch of ducks coming out over here now.
But we're ready to do it. We're here with Dusty Banner today with Pin Oak Calls. He's going to talk to us a little bit of some of his calls that he makes and all. He's not a guide, but he does take people out occasionally. But what he's mainly known for is his duck calls and his duck calling. So that's what we're going to be all about today on the G3 Sportsman. So stick with us. We're going to have a fun hunt today.
Good looking duck.
Nothing wrong with that right there. The G3 Sportsman is presented by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. You know, we got 3 different storylines to highlight on today's show. First, we're going to highlight Dusty Banner. Dusty Banner is a young duck hunter, loves to guide, loves to duck hunt, and you guys are going to get to know him pretty well. But he's already known in the duck hunting world as one of the top duck callers in the nation. So we're going to touch on that a little bit too. And then where we're going to be hunting is Squaw Creek Refuge up in northwest Missouri, and just recently they celebrated their 75th anniversary. So we're going to look in on that a little bit. And then lastly, we're going to have an old seasoned veteran duck hunter that's grew up duck hunting. In fact, shot his first duck in the Squaw Creek area. And now he's getting to come back and revisit all this area after so many years. So it's going to be a good hunt. So let's get started right now and just join me as I hook up with these fellows out at Squaw Creek National Refuge, duck hunting, Dusty Banner with Steve Madden. I got that one right there, if it goes. That's what we come to do, is shoot ducks,
That's right,
didn't we, Dusty?
That's right.
I bet she does get it.
There was actually 3 went down.
Yeah. Did we get 3? Yeah. Here. 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 Yeah.
We've been hunting this area for about as long as I can remember. And my thing's more the duck calling than the guiding. We do take friends and family out, and occasionally these guys, and try to get them on some birds.
Good looking mallard right there. Nothing wrong with that right there. Good gracious, look how pretty.
Nice shot.
Man, that one just kind of came out of nowhere, Dusty.
Came low, yeah.
And low.
Ouch.
Now,
I win.
I can't get one in on Steve fast enough though. You gotta get the jump on him.
When they present any kind of shot at all, you better take it.
Yep. Well,
Here, Teal.
I mean, they're starting to fly. Starting to, we're starting to pick up a little bit. You get the little lulls like that occasionally. When you got such a big area, you're going to have those, aren't you?
The refuge that we're hunting next to here, it's about 1.5 miles away. The edge of it, it's called Squaw Creek National Wildlife Refuge, and they actually just had their 75th anniversary. So it's been in existence for a long time.
Here, in the northwestern corner of Missouri, on a national wildlife refuge called Squaw Creek, the Missouri River Basin stretches to an ancient chain of mounds that rise sharply out of the valley. There are few places on Earth where wetlands meet dry prairie hills. Squaw Creek is one of them. This dramatic landscape supports a stunning diversity and abundance of animals that depend on this unique place on the planet. Located between the Mississippi and Central Flyways, Squaw Creek is a magnet for migrating birds. Hundreds of thousands stop here during their amazing 1,700-mile journey to and from the Arctic and the Gulf of Mexico. During the spring and fall, ribbons of snow geese descend from the sky to rest and refuel. An estimated 400,000 geese visit the area most years, but as many as 1.6 million have stopped at Squaw Creek in a season. More than 100,000 ducks rest and feed at the refuge during migration season. Of the 20 species that use the area, some also nest here. Squaw Creek is one of more than 550 refuges across the country, protecting 150 million acres of America's wildest places.
The people in the National Wildlife Federation and the National Wildlife Service and the refuge system have taken great care over the years to really manage the wildlife so that hunters like us can come and enjoy them in really special places like this. They've done a magnificent job bringing the ducks and the geese back over the years, and it's just phenomenal to me that I can come out here and sit with these guys and still hunt ducks the way I did 30 years ago.
They're just not sure.
No, they act like they want to, but that's pintail, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Little immature drake.
Yeah. Yeah. Real immature bird.
They're coming right at us. This may be our time. They get close, we gotta take them. We're gonna get them. Oh, go down. All right. I love how it's so funny. All three of us will get up and we'll pick the same duck.
One of those ducks ate a lot.
So those calls, they're guaranteed to bring the ducks in. Any novice, any jackleg that just grabs them can just start blowing them
Right off the bat.
right off the bat.
We developed these calls specifically for the guys up here in Mound City. The call I'm using is actually called the Super Susie. It's a single reed duck call, and we've designed this call to really be able to be so versatile. You can use it anywhere. We make others. This is my personal favorite. A lot of guys prefer a double reed, which will do a lot of the same things. It's not going to have the versatility. It's going to be a little quieter than maybe the single reed, but this is the one, if you hunting multiple situations, this is the single reed duck call, the Super Susie, is the one I'd go with. You can see we're hunting some wide open ground. We're in the Missouri River bottoms, and a lot of times it'd be so windy up here, these ducks, you really got to lean into them. And kind of what I mean by that is really get on them at a distance. If, you know, out there, just kind of sound like this. Once we've gotten their attention, kind of depending on what the ducks are wanting to hear, we'll start kind of soft shooing them, what we call it. Basically call them real soft, just to try to get them to working around the hole here a little bit. And that'll kind of sound something like this, and it's real similar to maybe hunting another situation like in the timber, where you might be doing a little feed calling or a little greeter, and it'll kind of sometimes those ducks want to hear a certain sound. Even if you're doing the same sequence, there may be something in these two calls that sound just a little different one day to the next that will make these ducks finish, or that'll trip their trigger a little bit. Shoot that duck. No, it's not. Here, teal. Here. Here. Hold. 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 Give. Yeah, it is. If you were going to take one, that'd be the one I'd take, because that thing's about as colored up. It doesn't have a very big old sprig on him, but...
Here. Yeah.
I'll take that from passion, man.
Pretty pintail.
Dusty is just one of those people that is a phenomenal duck caller. He competes in the World Championship every year, and just to be able to sit in the blind and listen to him call those ducks and watch ducks that I know I could not get to turn around for anything.
I have competed in Stuttgart, Arkansas in the World Duck Calling Championship about 6 times. A couple top 10 finishes. The World Duck Calling Contest, I mean, it's 70 of the very best duck callers in the nation. It's a fun sport, very competitive, and we're always looking forward to going to other contests.
Right there.
Shoot him.
Right in front
Shoot
of you.
him.
Right in front of you. I think you want him right in the blind with you.
I was watching a different duck. You said they're right there, and I thought,
I bet.
they're kind of...
I mean, right there.
Here, teal.
Man, had to shoot. Couldn't wait on Dusty.
God, I didn't even know where they were.
Here.
Getting ducks, just getting them to commit. Now, what do you think it is?
Stale. They just got here about 4 days ago, and they've been shot every day. And I think they're just getting used to the area and a little educated to everything, and call them vitamin ducks, one at a time.
Yeah.
When they do that. But I think, if they do, those bigger groups, you get some ducks that really want to, and then you get some ducks that really don't.
This is a big refuge, and it's not like we're hunting on the refuge, but we're hunting outside the perimeter. And really, sometimes you get the big groups come in, but most of the time you're getting those singles, doubles, triples, whatnot. And to me, I prefer that because it lets the hunt kind of last longer. If you get these big groups coming in and you just blast through them or whatever, I mean, you could be done in one group.
Hold. Here. Give. Girl.
There you go. They drop down. Get him, Dusty.
Here. 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 A lot of guys will tell you, competition callers can't call ducks. There's probably not very much truth to that. We have a very large vocabulary, and sometimes when you're hunting ducks, you got to have that. The past few days, there's a certain sound that these ducks have wanted to hear.
Them calls sound good, Dusty.
Yeah.
I like that chartreuse thing too. Now.
Yeah, the clear and blue.
That's
the
my-
clear blue and the chartreuse.
That's my color right there.
That's the popular one. Here. Here. Yeah.
Coming to this area in Mound City, it means so much to me. This is where I first learned to hunt with my father. As a matter of fact, I probably killed my first duck less than 500 yards over that direction. He used to bring me here every weekend when I was like 13, 14, 15 to the next piece of property called Greenhead Farm, and it was exactly the same kind of setup. The dikes came out, you had these flooded cornfields with the pit lines, so memories just come flooding back to me. I'm so glad that Scott invited me up here so I could come up here on the show and hunt the old turf that I remember as a kid. Killing ducks here today just brought everything back to me. Duck hunting is just special to me. I think that's because how I started out as a kid, and that's what I remember the most is my younger times.
We need more young people like Dusty to take the reins of this sport and run with it, because there's so many other things that young people can do, and these video games and God knows everything else is just keeping them out of the outdoors, and that's just, to me, not healthy.
Back. And she says, I think I smell it over here. I saw a bunch of ducks.
I think that's him right there, isn't it?
Yeah, no, she's
I
off.
lost it.
She's off. She'll
Right
figure
there,
it out. She knows it's out there.
She's
She doesn't
heading
take hand
towards it,
signals, she
heading
just-
towards it, and she's got it.
If that's a mature, I might take that one, but nobody wants it.
Well, let me
See if it's got a
make sure she
big
doesn't chew on it first. No, it's not. Here, Teal. Here. Here. Hold. 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 Give. Yeah, it is. If you were going to take one, that'd be the one I'd take. 'Cause that thing's best colored up.
Well, it's good that you got all this out here managed, and that's what keeps these ducks coming back to this area all the time. I mean, I know they've still got the refuge, but you guys do all this with feed and what all, and it's good that you keep this out here, and keeps the ducks coming back every year, and all you guys out here doing your part to maintain this land and all. It's a good job.
Yeah, everybody out here, I mean, we pretty much keep standing corn, and it's definitely a mental imprint for these ducks that this place is here. I mean, we've had years without corn where they still keep coming back, so that just shows you that when we have food, these ducks definitely know we're here, and when we don't have food,
Well, everybody's doing their part up here around Mound City, and you can thank people like Dusty and his family, and here he is, the next generation of duck hunters coming up. He's a young guy. Man, he just loves the sport, makes a great duck call, and can blow it as well as anybody out here. And we've had a big time out here with you today, Dusty. We've had a ball. We really appreciate you letting us come down here and hunt. I know we'll get to do it again someday.
We will. We will.
That's all the time we got for today's show, but hey, we'll be out there somewhere next week, right here on the G3 Sportsman. From the Duck Blind in Mound City with Dusty Banner, this is the G3 Sportsman. Thanks for watching. Nobody got it?
No, I haven't shot since last year. I got to warm up the barrel first.
Haven't even got time to drink your coffee. More. There's some more right there.
You want ducks to show up, get outside the blast.
Again, that's PINOAK calls.com.